You want to get hired, but you're competing with 100 people or more. How do you stand out?
Anyone! Oh, pick me! I know me!
There's one thing you can do that makes all the difference. It could take your application from standard to outstanding, your resume from okay to impressive, your interview from passable to memorable. Most people overlook what it is, but once you get it right, everything else changes for the better. Here's the secret. Most students prepare their applications from their point of view, but the real winners, they prepare from the hiring manager's point of view. What is the hiring manager's point of view? Let me show you. My name is JP Michel. I'm a career coach who can help you get hired for a job where you don't just work, you solve meaningful challenges that you care about. Let's play a game. Pretend for a moment that you're the hiring manager and you get to choose between candidate A and candidate B. Candidate A, I'm a fast learner and I love picking up new skills because I enjoy challenging myself. Candidate B, your industry is evolving constantly. Can I share an example when I've had to learn something new quickly? I want to give you a sense of how I can contribute right away and adapt to your team's changing needs. Why does candidate B score better? They have an outward focus. They focus on what they can do to help the hiring manager and the team, not on what they will get out of the job. If you're applying to jobs the way most students do, with an inward focus,
so pick me. Choose me.
You're not just getting ignored, you're making the hiring manager's job harder. Let's change that. It's quite likely that what you've been taught about getting a job is wrong. You are not the main character of your job application. Let's call this the main character mistake. And here's why it hurts. It makes job seekers prepare the wrong way. They focus too much on themselves. Here's what I want. Here's what I'm like.
This whole thing, all of this, it's all about me.
Then they perfect their resume, cover letter, LinkedIn profile to talk about them. If you only talk about you, they'll never see how you fit with them. And at this stage, that's all a hiring manager cares about. You are not the main character of your job application. I hope this actually gives you a sense of relief. Not only does it feel good, but it works. Here's how you do it. The 3 big questions. If you focus on you, then the hiring manager has to do additional work. They have to guess how you can help. Don't make them work. Don't make them guess. Instead, give them exactly what they need. Focus on these 3 questions. Question 1, do you understand my problems? Most students say something like, I'm really excited to grow my skills in marketing. But here's the thing, the hiring manager doesn't care about your personal development yet. They're thinking, our numbers are down, our budget's on the line, my boss is breathing down my neck. They're not interested in the growth of a stranger yet. They just want relief. Here's an example. A company in the healthcare industry has patients that are waiting way too long for care, leading to bad reviews and lost trust. It might be their scheduling systems that need improvement. We don't know yet, but their front desk is overwhelmed, making it hard for everyone to stay organized and follow up with the patients. So what's the hiring manager's problem? They need someone who can jump in, deliver on what's needed today, and then organize this chaos and reduce wait times. So if you're applying for this job, instead of saying, I'm passionate about healthcare and I want to learn and I want to help, say this. I know it's frustrating when patients feel lost in the shuffle. I've built systems in my previous roles that have helped teams stay organized and responsive, and I'd love to do the same here so your team can focus on what matters most, patient care. This last answer shows that you understand their problems and their challenges. I call this having a challenge mindset. You can learn more about the challenge mindset in other videos. To help you land the job, let's try it right now. Activity 1, research the hiring manager. Before you apply, research the person and the company. Google them to find their LinkedIn, their interviews, social media, blog posts. Imagine what their day is like. What are their projects? Where do they feel pressure? Write down what you're learning. Use these 3 columns. Column 1, what you know. Here are the facts you read online. Column 2, what you can guess, potential pain points and goals. Column 3, what you can ask. These are smart questions to ask in an informational interview or in an actual interview. Of course, there's supposed to be gaps in your understanding here of what their life is really like. But be transparent about these instead of trying to hide them. These gaps are going to lead you to great questions and hiring managers will appreciate your transparency and your curiosity. When I was 16, I got a summer job at Statistics Canada, and I beat out candidates that were older, more experienced than I was, just because of the questions I asked during the interview. This can make a difference in showing hiring managers that you're curious and interested. Now that you know more about their problems, let's explain how you can solve them. Question 2. Can you solve my problems? Hiring managers don't care about potential yet. They want proof. Most hiring managers operate on the principle that past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. And there are limits to this idea, but for the purposes of getting a job, I want you to recognize this, not try to fight it. What this means in this case is instead of saying, I'm a fast learner, you are saying, here's how I've already solved this kind of problem before. Let me show you. I once coached a student named Maya. She wanted to work in user experience design. She mocked up a redesign of the company's app and attached it to her application. She didn't wait to be hired. She acted like she already was. She ended up getting the job. This is the kind of evidence that hiring managers are looking for when they ask, can you solve my problem? Activity 2, tailor your application and interview. Use the problem to solve framework. Before you apply, ask yourself these questions. What's the challenge this company is trying to solve? What pain are they experiencing? What solutions can I bring? Using your research and answers, you can now tailor your application, resume, cover letter, interview responses to exactly what they need. For example, if the hiring manager works in an industry with a lot of change, like the integration of Gen AI, you can share examples of how you've successfully navigated changes in other jobs, like learning other tools. The goal is to show that your experiences and skills are exactly what they need to overcome their current obstacles. Listen, when you frame yourself as the solution, hiring managers don't see just a candidate. They see the answer they've been looking for, and that's what you want. Question 3, will you make my life easier, not harder? Hiring is actually scary for the hiring manager, not just you. They've been burnt before. Hires who didn't work out, hires who didn't even show up. This was wasted time, wasted money, and it actually made their problems worse, not better.
This is the worst.
So again, putting yourself in their shoes, think of their fears that you're going to quit in 3 months, that you'll need hand-holding, that you'll make them look bad. They are taking a risk on you. So help them de-risk. Show them that not only do you understand their problems, know how to solve them, but that you will make their life easier. Share examples where you were well prepared, helped others win, balanced taking initiative and asking for help. You took ownership when things went wrong. All these real examples of what you've done will show them that you can make their life easier. Then you won't be seen as a risk. You'll be seen as the answer. Okay, out of 100 applicants, you're going to notice the same theme. Most people prepare their job applications from their point of view.
I am the whole universe.
But the ones that stand out, the ones that actually get the job and make a difference, they prepare from the hiring manager's point of view. And this makes hiring them much easier. You might be thinking, wow, this takes time. And yes, this time is actually what makes you successful at getting hired and when you actually start working. So before you apply, ask yourself how you can demonstrate your understanding of their problems, how you can help them solve them, and what will make their life easier, not harder. When you apply like you're the solution, not just a student, you don't just get interviews. You become the candidate they hope says yes.